Welcome to The Burning of the Midnight Amp, where we are dissecting music history, album by album and track by track. And today we are continuing with David Bowie and his album Hours from 1999. We have come to the sixth track, kind of starting on the B side, if you like, on this album. And there's a track called What's Really Happening. There's a track written by David Bowie, Reeves Gabrels, and Alex Grant, which we will come back to after we have listened to the song. So here we go.
Safety loves, hearts become
sixth track, What's Really Happening?
Yeah,
That's a question we can ask ourselves.
Yeah, what's happening here? This is an odd one.
Yeah.
It really is. It's odd because of the whole backstory, which maybe we should begin with that.
We can begin there. In October 1998, it was announced on Bowie's website, or he was inviting his fans to submit lyrics to What's Really Happening, this track. So he had then recorded the backing tracks, or most of it, and he had recorded the chorus. So the chorus was already written. And then he invited fans to come up with lyrics for the verses and the pre-chorus.
You can find it on YouTube, Bowie singing La 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 to this song. You can write your own lyrics if you're not satisfied with these.
Yeah. And a lot of people did. I think there were thousands of contestants.
And Bowie
tens of thousands. No, they didn't read it all. The winner was promised a price of a $15,000 contract with Bug Music. It's a publishing contract, I think. A trip to New York for the recording session of the song. A 1-year BowieNet subscription. And Bowie's complete back catalogue. Plus $500 worth of music from CD Now. And a 3-year Rolling Stone subscription. Quite impressive price there. Of course, visiting Bowie in his studio while he's recording your lyrics is probably the grand prize when it comes to that.
Yes,
definitely.
The ultimate fan experience.
So the contest began 2nd of November 1998. It was open for anyone with internet access, from amateur writers to professionals, including members of The Cure, trying their luck.
Which members?
It doesn't say. It's probably mentioned somewhere, but I don't know who it was.
They choose to be anonymous.
Participants, they were to submit 3 verses, and Bowie was to select the winner from public chosen finalists. So there was a vote of people ending up on a short list. So they didn't read through all the thousands of the fans did that for them. So the winner was 20-year-old Alex Grant from Ohio. Must have been quite exciting when you're a 20-year-old Bowie fan. And he came to the recording sessions in New York, Looking Glass Studios, on 24th of May, 1999. Brought with him his friend Larry Tressler, and both of them are adding backing vocals to the track. That's the yays we hear through the whole song. Music had been recorded in Bermuda before with the La La Las, and then the final touches were done in New York, as we said. So this was done, the whole recording was also done as a webcast. So it went live on BowieNet, on davidbowie.com, rollingstone.com, and lucent.com using a 360-degree camera. So, it's... as an experiment, a very cool experiment.
But did it need to be on the album?
No,
maybe it should just have been on BowieNet.
Or as a B-side. Put this on the B-side instead of some of the B-sides that were actually there.
Yeah, that was exactly my thoughts now, that this is an album that has 3 great tracks on B-sides and has album tracks that should have been B-sides. And this, of course, is... a track that has a great bass line in the opening, the verses, and it's okay. But after 2 minutes, 15 seconds or something, there's a very unelegant edit that just cuts Bowie right in his ooh-ah and back to the opening of the song, and then just repeats a backing track possibly. With some new vocals on top of it. So, it should have been just faded out there or something, and let it be this little 2.5 minute thing.
Oh yeah, it would have been enough.
Yeah, 2-minute B-side.
I consider it one of the weaker tracks, in my opinion. maybe the weakest on the album. It's the one that I never really have enjoyed that much listening to.
No, and it's also one of the few where you could mention this title and I would be like, yeah, that's from ours. I have no idea how it goes.
No, I would know how it went, but no, it's not a song I listened to a lot. Interestingly enough, though, Gabriel said in 2020 that it was one of his favorite songs on the album.
Oh, really? Well, he's allowed to cut loose in the last 30 seconds or so. That's not,
Which is
doesn't
probably
happen
the
often on
best
the album.
part of the song.
Yeah, it is the best part, and they could have done something more out of that as well.
I like that part and the quite heavy bass right before the verses start. That's quite cool as well.
Yeah.
But did he ever play this live?
Never played it live.
No, because that would be interesting to hear. Gabriel's
Rocking out.
and
Of course, Gabriel's only played on VH1 Storytellers. After that, he left Bowie, so he didn't play on any of these songs live, actually, apart from that.
we must comment on the lyrics, as this is
Yeah, what
the
do you think
reason
about
for
the
the
lyrics?
song.
I mean, it was said Bowie didn't really read through any lyrics. He picked the one that was shortest, easiest to sing, I think. And that was his... let's just go with that one, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, it's okay lyric. Some repetition in the opening of each line in the second. Now it's time, now it's time, now it's time. And there's some inconsistent rhyming patterns.
I never liked the "now it's time to face the lie that would never cry."
No, don't know what that is about, but there's about grown inside a plastic box. Something is made artificial. With outdated hearts become outdated clocks, and where we built to last. There's a slightly sort of, reminds me of Blade Runner and the artificial humans with the lifespan in their construction. So they were not built to last.
Oh, exactly.
Their hearts were outdated clocks. But,
I think it might have been Nicholas Pegg who mentioned that, or someone else. No, it was Nicholas Pegg. Called the lyrics almost cyberpunk, and that the time theme here fits with the overall thematics on the album, and of course the album is called Hours.
It does absolutely fit in, and they could be called Bowie-esque, the lyrics. They're not bad, but there are 12 lines in total. And the chorus was, I think, not part of the competition.
No.
So these three verses doesn't really connect to the chorus, what's really happening. That's sort of something of its own.
Yeah, it's true. Probably be better if they had some connection to the chorus. Interesting experiment. It was never repeated by Bowie or anyone else, I think. Not that, or it could have been by others, but not that I can remember hearing about. First and last time, maybe it was done.
Peak fan interaction.
Yeah. I mean, at least Bowie shall have kudos for experimenting and trying new things and interacting with his fans and in new ways. So there's a lot of firsts on Hours and for Bowie around this time. I mean, as we talked about before in the podcast, he did release the album as a digital download.
Which took hours to download.
Yeah, I mean, we are in the stone age of internet. So
this is dial-up internet modem, paying per minute you're online.
I think I read somewhere it took between 3 or 4 hours in the age where you were paying by the minute. So probably less expensive to go out and buy the album.
And God forbid if anything would stop that download.
Yeah.
You would usually have to start from the beginning again.
You most likely would. And also he did some webcasts on of the concerts around this time. So they were sent up live.
Not always working.
Streaming, we would call it
lights.
today, probably. Back then it was a webcast.
Mm.
So, of course, that, for the most part, went horribly wrong, as you can also imagine. Poor internet connection and lots of people dialing up at the same time. There wasn't many who saw a lot live, I think, on those webcasts.
It was the first taste of the future.
It was. Yeah, I don't think we have anything more to add. So what do you think about this song? Is it a highlight or is it a low point on the album? Or somewhere in between, maybe? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you to everyone who was watching us. We'll be back in a couple more days with the 7th track on this album, The Pretty Things Are Going to Hell. We also have a podcast where we are discussing the whole album and everything around it. And we have a Patreon where we can get early access to every song on this album and future albums as well. So if you want to support us, you can go over there. Until the next track, we'll just have to say goodbye and have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.